We now turn our attention to another big game because almost feels like we've forgotten that RCB is a part of this season because they've had 3 days off, but they're just looking ever so good. And now they're going to turn up and face the Gujarat Giants, who have 2 wins under the belt themselves. All in all, this should be a cracking contest with some really big hitters. And as far as RCB is concerned, Deep, they haven't lost a single game so far. They are the team to beat.
Yes, they would have almost the first game, but then, they kind of got out of the jail there. But then, the second game they batted really well. They played really well. And they seem to be, again, like you said, the team to beat. They've got a good side and 2 out of 2 wins. And most importantly, they look really relaxed. And that combination there, Grace Harris, Smriti Mandhana, was wonderful to watch in that run chase last game. So yeah, RCB, but then this is going to be a different ball game with GG, right? They've scored they're scoring 200s for fun.
Yeah.
So it's and listen, it's not going to be the same strip. So it's going to be the high scoring one. So high scoring strip, Gujarat Giants scoring 200s. Yeah, that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it's interesting you alluded to Gujarat's batting, but I'm just going to take a different angle to this. RCB's batting have Grace Harris, Smriti Mandhana, and they have Nadine de Klerk and Richa Ghosh. Now they're up against a bowling unit that economy rate is above 10 to the over, the worst at the moment this season. Now, is that going to be a stiff one for the Gujarat bowling lineup? How do they counter the power hitters of RCB?
Yes, it is a problem for them, isn't it? But you probably want that test at this time of the tournament too. So you don't want to be getting tested like that at the back end of the tournament when you're still going at more than 10. So this is the perfect time for them to come in. Renuka Singh Thakur, she's a senior player. She's come across from RCB, almost like Chloe Trayon tonight. I want to say, well, I was with you guys last year, but I'm not anymore. You've got nothing to lose. You just got to find a groove really, really quickly. So challenge for the bowlers, but that's what cricket's all about, isn't it?
And it might just be a stiffer challenge only because the captain of the Royal Challengers Bengaluru is back in form. 47 not out in that previous game. Ever so graceful, as she always is. It augurs well for RCB.
Yeah, and you know what? She's kind of changed her batting a little bit. Last 6 odd months, she's more fearless. She's going aerial. Earlier on, she would play along the ground more often than not at the start of the innings. But now, from ball 1, she does not hesitate to go over the top. So that's a different aspect and a newer aspect to her game as well. So she's as graceful as ever, even while she's hitting over the top, over extra cover, mid-off and all of that. So yeah, and then Richa Ghosh and Nadine de Klerk in that middle order. And for Gujarat Giants, the idea is to try and get into that middle order as soon as possible.
Yeah, and they have a particular strategy because if there is a chink in the armour, dare I say, in Smriti's batting, it's against the right arm offies. And Ash Gardner has had a number on many occasions. And have a look at this. In 6 innings, she's gotten her out thrice in the Tata WPL. Mel, they're definitely discussing this.
Oh, they will discuss it. And it's up to Ash Gardner as the captain now to come in at those key moments and make sure that she bowls herself for these opportunities. I will just put a little caveat, a little asterisk next to all this and say that was in the first couple of the seasons of the WP. When you see Smriti Mandhana playing at the moment and her strike rate and averages against right arm off spin, it shifted. She had that horrendous year, WPL 2, wasn't it?
Yes.
Where she really, I could have probably come on and bowled some really poor right arm offies at one stage and maybe picked it up. Probably not. But now all of a sudden she's found a different approach to that as well. So yes, it seems a logical matchup, and yes, Ash Gardner will probably go to it. But don't be surprised if Smriti Mandhana just finds a way of going straight down the ground.
You've got to love these mini contests, right? And I'll bring up another one, an interesting one. Lauren Bell versus Sophie Devine. Now that's a fascinating one too. Sophie Devine loves taking on the bowlers. At the moment, Lauren Bell is swinging the ball like nobody else. How do you see that go? And she's already gotten Devine twice in the 4 innings that they've faced each other.
Listen, when the ball starts moving around, no matter how good you are, it's going to be challenging. And she's been bowling really well. Obviously, uses her height really well. So not just lateral movement, she gets a little bit of extra bounce, especially on red soil pitches where they are generally bouncy. So yeah, it's going to be challenging. But then how do you manage that as well? I mean, someone like Sophie Devine, who's so experienced, she's a legend of the game. I'm sure she will find a way to she's going to bowl 3 overs at the top, 1 over in the middle. That's how she's gone about so far. So you'll always, in this format, if you're smart enough, you always find a way out of these matchups.
And it's that time of the day. Prediction time. Deep, first up. RCB, GG.
Oh my word.
Tough one.
Really tough one. You know what I want to see? I want to see a 200 game, a 200 being chased down as well. And there's a good chance of that happening.
Well,
Not just because they're undefeated. I think RCB at the moment, Lauren Bell has been sublime. So you have that in the power play, just those options they got with the bat at the top order and the middle order too for RCB. Look, I'm saying it, but not with a lot of confidence, am I? But I'm going RCB.
you're going with RCB. And just a quick reminder that the team that wins that game will become the first team to pick up 3 wins in this season of the Tata WPL and go straight to the top of the points table. I want to say a big thank you for staying with us, Deep, Mel. It's a big game, big hitters. You don't want to be missing this on a Friday evening.